Hey, we're live, guys.
Whoa, wait, just like that?
Just like that.
Oh.
Not even a 3, 2, 1.
What I
You're
was
just
picking my
like,
nose or
live.
something, Kyle.
Well, then they'd see that in all its glory.
Yes, absolutely.
I've got
Cool. Hello,
super
everyone.
loud desert music.
Super loud desert music playing.
Can turn
We
that.
made him turn it all the way up.
That's right. We're like, we can't hear anything. Turn it up, Kyle. Right here.
Yeah, so I'm just going to send you the YouTube link, Nick.
Okay.
Then I'll introduce you guys, and that'll pretty much be
Heck
all the
yeah.
preamble that we're doing.
Heck yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you can send me that link, then I will make sure that we're all good here.
Yeah, how
In
about
fact, just send it to
you
everyone.
guys
We'll all share it.
introduce yourself? Amy, you go.
Do you want to do that?
Hello. I'm just introducing me as a person, not like
Yes, you as a
character or
human.
Yes, you as a
Okay.
human being, yeah. You are
Hello,
you.
I am Amy K ASMR. Yeah, that's it.
That's all.
Nailed
That's all
it.
there is.
Great.
That's all there is to it.
And Sage.
Hi, I am Sage. I run the channel Whisper When ASMR.
That's all we're doing.
Are we doing
I'm gonna do more than that.
Oh, weird
Yeah,
fact
check it
about
out.
you, like an icebreaker at school,
I
which
gotta
makes you
know.
incredibly nervous as it comes around to you.
Right.
Because you can never think of one.
Yeah. One time my teacher, she sent around a roll of toilet paper, and she didn't tell us what, but she's like, just take as many squares as you feel like it. And I took 10 squares, and then that was how many facts you had to tell about yourself. And everyone was like, what? And everyone
no.
else had 2, and I had 10, and I was like,
And you're just trying to be well prepared because you never
Okay.
know when you need toilet paper, right?
you never know. Gotta be
You just wanted toilet paper, not a bunch of stupid facts about yourself.
I know. I was like, what is this all about?
Oh, my
Is this
goodness.
extra credit? Okay.
Is this where I introduce myself now? I guess it is. I'm Nick. I am the ASMR nerd, but you can call me Nick or the ASMR nerd, whatever you are most comfortable with. And I do ASMR gaming and tech here on YouTube, but also over on Twitch as well. And we are all part of the Roll for Relaxation group. We have done this before, just not on a live stream. We play in a ASMR Dungeons and Dragons podcast, which some of you might be familiar with. I don't know. But anyway, we're starting a new thing here. I don't want to steal Kyle's thunder. He's probably going to explain. So.
I thought that was great.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to share this link. I'm going to share this link right now out on Twitter and things like that. Kyle, question. Just while we're rolling
Answer.
here. Is this public or unlisted right now?
This is public.
Okay, because I was just looking on the Roll for Relaxation YouTube channel. I don't see it here on the main home page, and I thought the streams appeared there. So,
And let me take a look.
Well, we do
Yeah,
have
y'all can
9
take a
viewers currently.
oh, so somebody found it. Okay,
Mhm.
all right. Oh, so now it says 11. It's going to be a little bit of a slow start here, you guys, because we're just getting everything sorted out technically.
First episode of Technical Teas.
Exactly.
I just
But
made
I'm gonna
that
share
word
it
up, I
here.
think.
Technical teas? I like it.
Yeah.
I think
it's fitting.
I'm going to start.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, you can't
Okay.
just start.
Wait, but I'm
You
still
already did this.
tweeting.
Nick needs more
I'm
foreplay.
still doing
I mean,
things.
exactly. You can't just go straight into it like that. Well, let me get warmed up first, guys.
Oh, I see it. I see it now. I reloaded the page and now it's on.
Okay,
Well, it's desert
Ooh.
nights. Everything's going to be dry.
fair enough. I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Okay, I'm done retweeting.
All right. So,
Those are some really nice keyboard sounds.
Why, thank you.
keyboard sounds.
Why, thank you. It's my GMMK Pro with the Glorious Panda switches, the brass plate, and the GPBT Rainforest keycaps.
Sponsor.
You didn't ask, but I was going to make sure you guys knew.
I think you know more about your keyboard than I know about like all of my equipment put together.
Yeah. Yeah, that was what he just said. Meant nothing to me.
Okay.
I'll
The
teach you
jungle
eventually.
caps. He's like, let's reel
I
it in,
forgot
people.
things to
Let's
do,
reel it in.
yes.
Kyle, we didn't get our pre talkies out. So
That's right. We have to have our chatting session here, you guys.
Okay.
How were your weeks?
What's your
You didn't run us.
God,
You didn't.
I'm gonna
You didn't
die.
run us around so you can get our energy out.
Oh, Kyle.
All right. For ASMRists, you guys have too much energy.
I know. It's nervous energy.
That's a common misconception.
Bring it in. All right. So, as you walk through the desert, you hear a voice. Hello, friend. Over here. Please, come. Sit by my fire. It is too dangerous to be traveling alone at night. Shh. Do not speak too loudly. Why? There's a practical reason. There are big giant worms that will come and eat you if you are too loud. But there is a more important reason. In the Rabarin, we say that the sands are made from the ash and bone of those who came before. So it is rude to speak too loudly. You do not want to disturb the dead. And that is why we have the fire as well. It keeps away the ghouls. Now, let me see. Why are you here? You're certainly going to Solanon. Yes, you are going to Solanon, the capital city. And where are you going? You are archivists. Yes, that is correct. Archivists. You are in search of a story. Well, everything in the Raudrin works on coin. I could proffer you a story if you could profit me some coin. Oh, 2 silver. 1 for me, and 1 for the Empire. 1,000 thank yous. So, like many great stories of the Raudrin, it starts with a girl from the desert. But this is not an auspicious girl. No, you see, the people of the Raudrin, we are very superstitious. If we see a black cat, that is a sign that we should go a different way. Or if you come across a water djinn in the desert, you throw that vial away and hope one day you come across an air djinn. They are much more happy in the desert. In other countries they say, when it rains it pours. We do not have that saying here. Instead we say, bad news comes in threes. That is important for the story. You remember this. And so, yes, the story of this girl. Yes, a desert girl who, with demon blood, who was raised by witches. Her name was Intari. And you see, Intari, like many people who come here or are raised here, was obsessed with the history of this land. In the 2 previous great empires, one was a very fertile plain, and the other was when this land was the biggest sea in all of Faerun. And she was obsessed with restoring some of that life to the desert. So, just like we are doing, she traveled to Solonon, the great capital city of the Raudrin. And she entered a bar, which for some coin I could show you once we get there. A little pub named the Broken Pottery. Okay, so you guys are in this pub called the Broken Pottery. Sage, you have just walked in. Could you describe your character?
Yeah, Intari is a tiefling. She has sort of a dark purplish skin tone. She's kind of tall, kind of thin, very like angular, kind of intense facial features. And she has these like bright kind of magenta eyes that are a little bit off-putting when you first see her. And she's wearing just very, very basic desert garb. I mean, she, was raised in the desert, so, everything that she has is pretty much, from the land or, very easily gotten, so not very flashy at all. She's got like a cloak that she wears that kind of like covers her horns when they're off-putting to people too. She's learned that like some people are very much not a fan of her kind, so she knows how to kind of disguise herself.
Okay, and what you see when you walk in here is this is a bar in what is called the Tower of Recreation. I couldn't remember if it was relaxation. The tower. I'm gonna rename it though. It's the Tower of Relaxation, and this is kind of the bar for traveling scholars and people who are seeking adventure. It is artificially grubby to give people this fake sense of adventure and to make them feel like a little less safe than they actually are. And the people in here, you see kind of the normal types that you would expect in here. You also see at the bar in front of you, this guy right here is the biggest hill dwarf you have ever seen. He's like 5'5", and probably like 300 pounds of muscle. To the left of these other two, there's a group of local, they look like ruffians, kind of. And you see two people having a very spirited conversation. Amy, could you please describe your character?
Okay, I had to write it down or else I would have messed this up. Okay. Marin is a water genasi with pale blue skin with freckled scales on her face that glisten under the hot desert sun. She has hair that floats freely, dancing and swaying as if underwater. It's a mix of blue and turquoise with hints of golden strands that are reminiscent of the sun reflecting off the water on a nice day. She smells faintly of fresh rain mixed with ocean salt, though her sweat smells like old seaweed that's been left on the beach too long. She has large eyes with irises of floating water and a voice as soft as the sea breeze. Her voice will lull your worries as she unintentionally insults you. I don't know. Should I reveal like what specific type of genasi she is yet? Or
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that she's a water genasi, right?
oh no. Like what kind of magic?
Oh, your choice.
My choice. I'll wait on that.
Okay. And Nick, what is your character?
I didn't do my homework and I did not come with a description prepared, so it's not going to be quite so
I just
relevant.
knew myself.
mine wasn't quite that poetic.
I knew I had to, or else I would have been like, she's blue.
Well, that's pretty much where I'm going to be at here. I wrote a backstory, but not an actual description.
Yeah, you wrote
so.
a chapter 1 of a novel, so
Yeah.
I did, actually.
did.
So
It
I'm
was
going to
really
read that
good,
to you guys
actually.
right now. So, no, I'm kidding. I am Shadow on Dunes, a tabaxi trader, amber rank in the New Roran Empire. I am tall of stature, but relatively slim. But I have midnight black fur with very faint ripples in it. You can just barely see, but they look like the ripples of the wind on the dunes. And my eyes are a bright gold. I wear a practical desert garb, not too flashy or anything like that. And I have a turban wrapped around my ears. And that's me. I'm in animated discussion with this water genasi, I believe. Also, you may simply call me Dune. Shadow on Dunes. Too long. Too much to say every time.
I think Amy, you guys are having a conversation.
Oh, are we? We are discussing, are we? So I have brought forth an artifact, a mysterious artifact. It looks like a gilded cylinder with many rings and strange markings on each ring. And I'm holding this up to Amy's character here, whose name I already forget.
Marin.
Marin.
I may have seen these markings before.
Wait,
But...
you are familiar with this item?
No, the item, I've never seen the item before, but maybe the runes?
Oh, even the runes, that's amazing. I have searched far and wide for many years to find somebody who knows something about this. I have plumbed the depths of many tombs, I've spoken to scholars and wise men, and nobody seems to know. This is very important to me, and I must find out what it is.
Ooh, that sounds exhausting.
Well, it took some work, yes, but this is one of the great goals of my life. I need to know. It has a long backstory to it, which I will not bore you with right now, but it is very special to me, and I must find the answers.
I might be able to help you, seeing as this is my expertise. Normally I wouldn't bother, but there's something about this thing that you have here. Do you wish to find the meaning? Is it your greatest desire, by chance?
Oh, well, I mean, I have many great desires, some of which I can share, some of which I probably shouldn't in polite company, but certainly, yes, it is one of my greatest desires. This artifact, you see, it belonged to my mentor, who is, sadly, long gone. But it had great meaning to him, which I never fully understood, and I must discover its secrets. All I know about it is that I think it is an ancient artifact from the First Empire that ruled this land thousands of years ago. And that is why I have come to you. I believe you are an expert in the First Empire. But yes, I wish to know what this is.
Nick,
Silly
did you describe
mortals.
what it looks like?
Yeah, I described it as a cylinder, I should probably say, let's say about 8 inches long, maybe, with rings on it. Each one that I didn't really describe it very well, I guess, that turns independently. And each one has a variety of strange characters around the outside. So it's like a puzzle cylinder. You might consider it something like that. And an ornate gilded cap on either end. So it's kind of this oblong thing, cap on either end, and these rings around it that each turn independently with all these markings on it.
So as Dune was saying that Marin has this necklace on with it's like a small message bottle that's hanging from her neck, and it has sort of like a blue ethereal sort of essence inside of it, and she's kind of toying with it as he's speaking, and so when he's done, she just looks at him and goes, well, to be fair, I don't know all that much about the First Empire, but it does really interest me. Normally this feels like a lot of work, but due to the amount of desire that you seem to have in this subject, I think I will help you. I will help you, dear mortal.
You will help me discover the secrets of this item. Oh, thank you so much. Marin, you have no idea how much this means to me, how many years I've been searching for an answer.
You are welcome, mortal. Now, tell me everything you know, because admittedly, I've been doing a lot of research. I'm an apprentice in archaeology at the archaeology building and such, but I haven't gotten that far.
Oh, so you are merely a novice still, you are saying? Not an
Well,
expert.
novice is a term that some use. I think of myself as having a deep knowledge of many things, so I don't like the word novice, but...
Well,
yeah.
The rumor said that you come from the Bright Star Lake, and that you have seen with your own eyes the ruins of the first civilization, the first empire. And you understand its magics. Very few people do. And that is why I have brought this to you. So even if you consider yourself still a novice, so to speak, if you know something about these people, the sea folk, they used to be called, and their artifacts and magics, then that is more than I have been able to find.
Ooh, the sea folk. Not much I can say about them.
Oh,
I've seen the ruins. They're great. They're wonderful. I mean, we've all seen the ruins. There's not much to say about them.
well,
They're
not
magical,
everyone.
though.
It's quite dangerous up by Bright Star Lake. You know, most people don't go there. Maybe for
Dangerous?
a genasi like yourself, it is not so. But for us mere mortals, it is quite a dangerous journey. Somewhere we do not go.
Yeah, it's dangerous for you all. I wouldn't go up there if I were you.
Technically, the dwarf says, I have some information that might be interesting to you guys. Sorry, I was listening to your conversation.
You were listening in our conversation? That is quite rude.
Well, you know what is rude? Is that little kitty did not say hi to me. I don't think you remember me.
You may not realize, but it is quite rude to call us little kitty. Generally, we keep those terms of endearment within the tabaxi kind. But nonetheless, it is rude of me to not invite you into this discussion. And I'm afraid I do not recognize you. Have we met at some point? Here, let's get things started off right. Bartender, another round for our new friend here, please.
3 drinks come across the table in a flash. Yes, I know you, and I remember your name. It was Arrakis, correct?
No. I see why you might be
Arrakis?
confused. No, it is Dune. The name is Dune.
Oh, see, correct thing, just different language. It
There's
isn't
an
Dwarvish.
association. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Because I worked with Moon, your mentor. We came up. We went from no brooch all the way to turquoise together.
You knew Moon while he lived. My mentor, Moon.
Yes, I used to call him Rockety, because we would trade all the way to Rockety. But by the end of it, he was a Rockety.
Yes, I see. Once again, we usually keep those terms for within tabaxi use. But anyway, how long ago was this? When did you know Moon?
Oh, this was many moons ago. A long time ago. But this is the point that I'm trying
You were going to tell us something?
I was going to tell you something. Yes, and I never forget anything. My mind is diamond. So, I got this message that my cousin, he was picked up by a rock. You know rocks, giant birds. And was dumped in the middle of Bright Star Lake on that new volcano that recently appeared. Well,
That's quite the story. Why did the rock drop him on the lake, on the volcano in the lake, no less?
oh, rocks drop their meat and then they eat it. But dwarves we are sturdy. Yeah.
Very well then. You do look to be a sturdy sort. I do not doubt your sturdiness.
Very sturdy.
Oh, thank you. So,
Wasn't a compliment.
well, I take it as such. So, what he finds is that there is a temple, a new ruin, but I can't go and check it out. And he turns around, and you see that his leg is splintered up. Not sturdy enough in my old age, I believe. So, I wouldn't mind, if I got some younger whippersnappers to try looking into it for me, especially a genasi from that area.
Wait, so are you suggesting that we go find this... Sorry, who was it? Your cousin?
Oh, he came back. But I am interested in the temple.
Oh, the ruin which has been exposed by this volcano?
Mm-hmm. Well, it was a comet that came down and hit the rift, and then the rift had to. I don't know. I am no geologist.
I understand. So, a mysterious temple which has surfaced in the middle of Bright Star Lake, and you think that this might be linked to my artifact?
I mean, I wouldn't go that much. I'm just saying I have coin,
He's
and
not-
I'm curious about
He
the
wouldn't know. I would.
expensive artifacts that may be in there.
Oh, well, it does happen that I am quite proficient at acquiring artifacts from ruins of this type. I am a man of knowledge. I like to learn about said artifacts, and once I have uncovered their mysteries, then it is yours to have.
You guys are talking too fast about things that I don't think I care about, but I heard a comet and a temple. How long has this been on Bright Star Lake?
Technically about a year, I'd say.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't remember that. I guess I've been here for a little bit longer than that. Well, they didn't even write back to tell me. Anyway,
Well, I can't speak for our dear Genasi here, but if you think that there's a chance that it might be linked to my artifact, and if you have coin to fund the expedition, well, as long as I get first dibs on figuring out whatever mysterious artifacts we find in this ruin are all about, then I agree to go and recover some for you.
I don't know if I mind too much about the expenses of these artifacts, but if there is a magical artifact or anything to do with magic, it's mine.
As long as I get to look at it and figure it out first, then you can have it. And then perhaps our Hildor friend here wants it.
Yes, will of the mortals, yes.
And we could absolutely use a guide, someone who's familiar with the lay of the land around Bright Star Lake and the dangers which we might find there.
Well,
Yeah.
I am hiring you because it looks like this Genasi.
Yes, that
Might-
is what I mean. I mean, this Genasi looks like she probably knows her way around there.
Oh yes.
You guys are so flattering. Of course I do. I grew up there.
Exactly. It's not very often that we meet a Genasi here from the Bright Star Lake area. You must understand. This is quite
Oh, I
exceptional.
understand. I'm well aware of myself.
Oh, well, that's good. I am glad. It's important to understand one's value, yes?
Right.
But two of you may not be enough for this.
Enough? The two of us?
Tiefling, come over to here.
Ooh.
What? Are you speaking to me in such a casual way? Fine. Yes.
Oh my gosh, there are two of them.
Oh, you weren't talking to me?
No, I am talking to you. Please, come over to here.
Oh, yes.
I only hear one tiefling.
No, I mean, people, don't worry about it. Just, he looks at you, Dune, and puts his hand on your shoulder. Just, good luck with this crew, is what I'm saying.
Rude.
Yes, well, you know, they seem very capable at the very least.
Ooh. Sweetheart. I must ask, how long has it been since you've taken a shower, darling?
You're asking me?
No, I
No,
believe she
the-
was referring to me.
The,
Oh, good. Yes, of course.
I'm not sure why that matters at all.
Well, I just say so because you have a bit of a stench about you. Your hair seems a bit unkempt. You know, if you need any help, I can help you with a bit of water. I could just help you out here.
That stench that you're referring to is the expertise of knowing the desert better than I would assume most people, honestly.
So,
Many of the most capable people I've ever met who are also a little bit ripe, if you know what I mean.
so it's a no. You enjoy the ripeness.
I wear it with honor from where I come from. We don't consider it a stench. We don't really worry ourselves with such frivolous things.
To each their own. So, Tiefling, what's your story? Why are you here? You looking for a job?
Well, I couldn't help but overhearing, I suppose. I was actually coming on my way to see you, I suppose. You must be the genasi that they were talking about who has some sort of knowledge about temples and different places like that.
She's a
You see,
popular
I
character.
have,
I am very popular.
I guess.
Word gets around.
Yeah, I guess.
So,
Well, I mean, if there's someone else that I should speak to, you know, by all means, I can talk to someone
It
else.
is me, definitely. So, what do you want to know about something? What is it that you want to know about?
Yes, I've been sort of researching the First Empire and all of these different things, and I came across a temple, the ruins of a temple that, unfortunately, I don't know much about.
Where?
You know,
Where?
there's a lot
This
of these
temple?
areas
Where is it?
that I've been to. It's actually by the lake that you were speaking of, that I
You've
believe
been-
you were close to.
You've been there? Did you go in?
No, oh no, certainly not. That's not my domain. I don't think I would be very welcome there. But it was near there, I suppose. So perhaps you might know something about it. I guess. I don't know. There were all these strange runes about them.
So you
I've
just want to
seen
know
quite a
about
few
it?
runes around, but
You're just curious?
well, I was hoping for some more information. You see, I've been trying to research, you know, what happened to that great empire before it fell, and what made all of these awful things and created this desert and all of that. And it's been slow going, I
Desert
suppose.
is awful. So
Hey.
hot.
The guy says in a normal voice, which in here is essentially yelling. And he slams his hand against the wall.
Oh, that's very loud. My poor ears.
As that happens, the girl who's with these locals bumps into you as she's leaving Dune.
Oh, pardon me. I didn't mean to. Sorry. Must have been in the way.
They continue on their way, and the guy over at the wall says, I will take on anyone in a game of darts. 10 gold if you win. 5 gold if I win.
And that
Anyway,
doesn't seem fair.
continue.
No, it certainly doesn't.
No, it benefits you.
Wait, but it's 10 gold to us. If we win, or 5 gold to him. If he
Yeah,
wins,
it doesn't
that's
seem
what I-
fair to him. I don't... Why
I
would he
suppose
do
that just means
that?
that he's quite confident.
Oh, yeah, confident. Oh,
I could use the extra gold. I do have a decent eye and a rather sharp aim. Ah, friend, I'll take you on with your challenge.
Dune just ever so faintly feels this woman's hand enter his bag where he placed
Put my artifact.
his artifact, and they are now walking out the door.
Wait, my artifact! Wait, thief! And I just bust after her.
wait, what?
Okay, she starts running too, but because you had the advantage, I'll say you reach her. Everyone, roll initiative.
Yeah. Where you going? Alright, it's time.
Where do I roll
She had
initiative again?
advantage, by the way, on that.
Oh, of course.
Ooh, it's a good thing I have some
Inter, you got
insane
it.
passive perception. Oh, yeah, where the heck do I roll
Yeah,
initiative
I
on
always
this sheet?
forget every single time I
Is
do
that it?
this.
Okay, I got it. You just click the word initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's right. Select your tokens. Right. It needs to load real quick.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't select my token and yet that worked out.
Oh, interesting.
Let's try that with my token selected. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Wait.
Yeah, you need to select your token. That's classic. Roll 20.
Classic roll 20.
Oh yeah, because Nick, yours didn't show up on the turn order.
Ah, okay. Really 5? Are you serious?
Okay, I don't
Wow,
know why
okay.
I got a
I'm
4,
not.
so-
Okay, selected and then.
Kyle, can I roll that with advantage or something? Because I noticed.
No, I'm going to say that you get a turn before we actually do the turn.
Got it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I really don't see where it says initiative. I don't. It says 0. Oh wait, never mind. I do.
Yeah, just keep getting later.
Top middle.
It said 0 initiative, and that's why I was like,
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your bonus that it was showing.
oh yeah, that's
Because
what it
you're
was.
not very
I was
dexterous,
like,
probably.
what? No.
Not very
Yeah, no,
dexterous,
my
as
dex-
it turns out.
Wow. None of us
So-
are very good at this.
I'm actually
Dude.
pretty dexterous, but
But you just rolled bad.
I just rolled really bad.
Dune, you've caught up to her. And this is before we get into actual combat. Are you going to grapple her? I'm going to say you get one action before we go into turn order.
I'm not very good at grappling because that's strength based.
You can
But-
murk her.
I don't want to murder her. So I guess I'm going to try and grapple her. And how do I roll that in roll 20? Is this just a strength check?
It's probably
Alright.
opposed athletics, so if you just do
Oh yeah, right, of
athletics.
course. Okay. Okay. 12.
Seven.
Yes.
You have her in
I am motivated.
your mitts. In your
Okay.
paws.
Okay. You think I wouldn't notice, but I grew up on these mean streets and I know what you just took from me. Now give it back. Can I roll some kind of persuasion?
Yeah, sure. Roll
Or is that
persuasion.
intimidation? That's probably intimidation, actually.
Whichever one you prefer.
I'll go with persuasion.
Okay.
If you give it back now, we don't have to make a fuss out of this, and I will not alert the authorities.
I'm going to say that you have advantage on this because you've grappled her successfully.
Okay, I will roll it a second time then. Okay, 14.
14. Okay, old man.
Who is that old man here? This old man just tackled you to the ground.
But how about this, though? You give me a silver for my troubles. I am a poor and destitute girl. Oh, you have just bruised my supple arm. Oh, it hurts so much.
Walk away, street urchin. He's caught you.
Okay, I would like to give her an honest look. Does she look like she is, hard of luck? Like life's been tough to her?
Yeah, and you can actually tell. You don't know who this girl is, but you get a sense of like who her parents might be. You'd probably remember them from being a street urchin.
Oh, so I maybe even recognize her, like...
Her features.
Okay. Suddenly, a light comes on in my eyes, and I say, it is not nice to take things that are not yours, but I see that life has been hard to you, so you give me back my artifact, and I will give you 10 silver.
She shoves it into your hand so quickly.
Alright, I guess it's 10 silver, 1 gold, I can't even remember.
It is, yeah.
Okay, whatever, I give her a gold piece, and I say, now, away with you.
Okay. She and her entourage leave, and initiative was not needed at all.
It's okay. We need to get past that. Trying to find where it is. Yeah.
Right.
Wow, that was interesting. So
Put
she
it back in my
stole
satchel.
from you, but you handed her money? Was there an exchange of goods, or
That
don't
seemed
understand
quite
how
soft
this
of you,
works.
honestly. Yes.
is this
You know-
normal, or?
She should have had her hand cut off, honestly.
Oh, so generally hands are cut off in this means?
I am not into cutting off hands, and it is a very long story. Let's just say Sometimes you see who a person really is, and you see what they need.
Oh, so
Who
generally
she really
this
was a
is
thief.
not
right?
normal. Okay, so it's just you. Okay. Ah. So you are. No, it's fine. I'm so excited
you
to be
want
traveling
something-
with you.
A little bit more practical, you never know when you need friends, not enemies. That could come back to us sometime. One never knows.
Oh, so sweet. You are so sweet.
Call
Look
it what
at
you
you.
like. I just consider it decency, courtesy, hospitality.
Oh,
Speaking of which,
Mm.
a drink, bartender, a drink for our desert friend here. This tiefling. What do you prefer?
Oh, right. So the tiefling. So you are curious about First Empire. That's it? You just like First Empire stuff? Just curious? Or...
I'm hoping to, honestly, but possibly restore the First Empire. I want to find out why it disappeared. You know, from all of my research, I haven't been able to find really a definite answer as to what happened to it, and I want to know. Yes, it's you see, these people who live in this awful city have they've destroyed this land as far as I'm concerned. Their greed and their being worried about all of these frivolous things, they don't respect the land at all. And I think that there's something that needs to be done. And I'm not sure what that is yet, but I want to try to restore this land to what it should be.
What it should be? Are you suggesting that it has not always been a desert?
No, didn't it used to be such this beautiful sea with all these people?
Well, I've heard stories, certainly, and references and such, but, that was millennia ago, thousands of years. Why do you think it should be a sea now again?
Well, I want to know why it isn't anymore. Seas don't just disappear overnight, you know. It takes a very long time, and sometimes it's the depletion of resources by people who don't use them well, or perhaps there was some sort of foul play in play, and it was actually something that did happen overnight. I don't know. There's no reference of it. It's like this amazing, powerful kingdom of all of these fascinating, wonderful people just disappeared with
Yes,
no reference to why or how.
I agree with you. And you should check out this temple that I'm talking about.
Eavesdropping again, Dwarf? We were talking about our deepest desires here, please.
Is this really a common thing for your kinds of people?
Well, he is on our conversation now. I did buy him a drink. I think it's not eavesdropping at this
Right,
point.
I guess he is sitting at our table here.
Yes.
Notice. Welcome to our table, small dwarf. So your deepest desire
He's
is
a very
to
large
find out why it is no longer the sea? Our desires meet up. I would love to learn more about the powers of the water from the First Empire. So I think it would be lovely if you joined us. Despite,
Despite what? Out with it. Go ahead and say it.
Despite the fact that our goals maybe don't perfectly align, but I think there's enough in what we need to find together that we can find common ground, yes?
So what are we aligning on? What are we doing?
We all want to learn more about the First Empire, although
Yes.
our reasons are all vastly different. But in the end, we all seem to... this temple, it all seems to fix what it is we're looking for. So
I suppose.
we all wish to learn more about the First Empire. So
It is certainly the best lead that I've had in many years. So yes, I want to visit this temple. And I would not do it alone, but with the likes of yourselves, a water genasi, and a tiefling of the desert who knows her way around, well, I think we might stand a chance.
I mean, you certainly wouldn't stand a chance without me. But if this is something that you are wishing to pursue, I suppose, is there Is there some sort of a compensation or funding for it?
Yes,
Because,
this is what I was saying before I
Oh.
was so rudely cut off. So, I will be the financier of this trip, and I have already, as you were ignoring me, written up a contract. He slams it down. It's pretty boilerplate. All the technicalities have been ironed out, and I made an exception for you, Marin, so that you can get first choice of a magical artifact if we find one. And by we, I mean you.
So long as I get to at least look at it first. Figure out what it is.
Yes,
then I can
and-
have it, absolutely.
and glean any sort of information that we can find from it.
Yes, precisely. May I read the fine print on that contract? I just, in my vocation, I am quite familiar with contracts, and not that I would expect it of an upstanding gentleman such as yourself, especially one who has, had dealings with my mentor Moon in past. But, sometimes people try to slip things in, and one can never be too careful, and so on, yes?
Yes. Let the large tabaxi look at it.
Here you go, Tabaxo. And
Thank
he
you.
slides it over to you. Make an investigation check.
All right. 15.
15. Yeah, it seems like. So there are kind of two options this contract could have gone. One is the more like legal route, as you guys are doing this as merchants, where you would have had to give half to the Empire, and that's not the situation. And this is more of a black market contract, where it's your word versus it's you guys putting your word on paper, and if either of you were to violate this, there would be like hitmen sent after you. This is a pretty common practice, like you've dealt
Have I
with these
encountered
type
this
of
Okay.
contracts before, where they're like not legal contracts but contracts of honor, essentially.
Okay. It is generally common courtesy to alert your potential employees or your potential contractors what they are getting into. There are some aspects of this, and I am specifically talking to Marin and Tari right now, that are, shall we say, on the darker side of these sorts of agreements. There is no provision for the Empire to take its half, and you know what that means.
No, I don't.
Don't, actually. Mm-mm.
Oh, but the Empire takes half, you know the saying, yes?
Oh, yes, I think I have heard that. But I wasn't really sure what they were referring to.
Oh, it's quite literal. It does not mean anything except that when you are trading legally, the Empire takes half of all proceeds from your actions. If we were to go engage on this adventure and come back with a great deal of wealth, we would be expected to surrender half of it to the authorities of the Empire. That is how a good trader does his work, and that is how those such as myself, upstanding citizens, are able to progress through the ranks of traders in the Empire. But this...
Well, that doesn't sound right. Do they at least use it to fix up the
To
town?
help people,
or-
yes. Why
Look
on
around
earth do they
in the
need
mighty
that?
capital of Solon, and those public squares and fountains and great towers do not pay for themselves, you know.
Okay. Well, at least they use it for something.
Yes, so what I'm saying is that we could run afoul of the law, or if we did not surrender the requisite portion to our employer here, we could run afoul of worse.
What do you recommend?
I am an upstanding trader. I make legal contracts. I do not dabble in these
Wait,
sorts of...
so
I can rewrite it here. Give me the thing. He rips it up and he starts writing it.
if we find an 10 artifacts, we have to give the Empire 5 artifacts?
Oh, yes, that is how it works. I mean, not the artifacts directly, but the income, the profit from the sale of said artifacts. Yes,
But
absolutely.
what if we never sell them?
Well, that's a bit of a grey area. Honestly, I'm no legal expert, but I suspect it is not considered taxable income until it is declared in
Well,
some
if
way.
we're not going to sell them, and then we just give this small dwarf,
He's a very large dwarf. Stop calling him small. They're very sensitive to that, you know.
sorry, I did not know this. If we give this very large, handsome dwarf, half of just the artifacts we find, then we don't need to worry about tax or empires or anything.
Well, it's a bit of a grey area, I suppose. I mean, eventually we will have to declare those artifacts, but I mean, if we are to keep them in our person and use them personally for survival in the desert, for example, I do not believe that is a taxable benefit, but the lines get a little bit blurry.
Well, I don't know if I even intend on selling these things. If they're artifacts, they should go to the museum. We can take it to the archaeologist.
Are you saying it belongs in a museum? If so, I would agree. I mean, once I have had my chance to investigate them, I would be happy to deliver them to a museum, in which case this
I
becomes
just
a
don't think we
completely
should get
different
the
kind of
Empire in on
undertaking.
this.
Well,
But I
and
do not think-
technically, only Dune needs to give his share up because you guys are not traders, so that law does not apply to you.
Oh, well, then it really is up to you.
That's good to hear. I mean, I haven't really given anything that I've had before to the Empire, so I don't know why I would start now. Alright, then I guess it's up to you, Dune.
I feel a little excluded, though. I
well, if
came
you're
here to learn all
interested.
about how you all lived here, and
Would you
mean, I
like to
think-
give up half of everything?
And you are welcome to enroll as an apprentice trader if you would like to become my apprentice, for example. I could
oh,
offer
your
that opportunity
apprentice?
to
No,
you.
no. Continue. You do your thing.
I can only extend the hand. Very well then. My portion will be above the board, subject to the regular taxes of the Empire. For the rest of you, you may do what you like.
Okay, so it seems like everything is settled here as a by-the-books contract. Puts it in front of you.
Very well. Everything looking good. And I sign it, assuming it looks good.
Okay. Does everyone assign it, I assume?
Yeah.
Just gonna put her name on it. Not on the dotted line, just
Somewhere
Just
on it.
scrawled
right across it.
Okay, well, then here is 30 gold to get you going.
oh, shiny.
That should be enough to buy us some basic supplies and get us to Bright Star Lake.
Oh, that should be more than enough, shouldn't it? That 30 gold, that's quite a lot. I mean, how fancily are you planning on traveling?
Judging by your looks, you are new to the big city. I suspect you spend a lot of time in the desert, which is not meant as an insult. I have a great amount of respect for the nomads of the desert. But here in Solanan, because the Empire takes half, everything is very expensive.
I have learned that since I've
That's
been here.
unfortunate.
Perhaps we can get underway, and Dar, if you have some knowledge of where we might be able to acquire some adventuring supplies and some pack animals for a bit less coin than we might here in the big city, well then, perhaps you would help us.
Perhaps. I mean, most of the supplies that I acquire are things that I make or, find from the desert myself. I don't necessarily go and buy fancy things. You don't need anything fancy. You just need some, some grit and some know-how of the desert in order to survive out there. But as far as, pack animals and things like that, I suppose if you two felt like braving the people of my tribe, they might be able to help us for a bit less than this thieving empire who takes half of everything. But
They're all like you.
some of them are much more. What was the word you used? Ripe. Yes, they're a bit grittier than me, honestly.
Well, this could be an opportunity to learn more about the people of the land. might be fun.
You seem like you've not met many people of this land, if I may say so, Marin. I feel like there's quite a bit for you to learn about the customs of this place and the way you treat one another in a regular conversation.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to learn here.
Oh.
When I came here from Bright Star Lake, I'm just so fascinated about how all you mortals talk to each other and how you interact. It's so interesting.
Well, I'm glad I am of interest to you.
Oh, yes. The way you interacted with that street urchin. I learned a lot.
That comes from
About, what was
a
it?
lifetime of
Mercy?
experience.
What? Or decency?
Weakness.
Weakness, yes. I learned about weakness.
Not being thrifty enough.
Thriftiness.
Call it what you want.
Gullibility,
but
maybe?
Perhaps one day you will be saying differently. We shall see.
Maybe?
What I do want to be seeing, though, is you guys getting a move on. So,
Oh, you want us to leave it right now?
Oh, well.
Like this very moment?
Can we finish our drinks first?
I'm good. You can have
I
mine.
mean, the dwarf just downs it.
Well then,
Oh,
I suppose we're sorted out to our next adventure. Downs a drink.
Bottoms up.
Okay, you guys have 30 gold to spend. What are you using it on? And, like, you would know, Dune, generally what you need to travel. Because you've traveled
Yeah.
across this desert quite a few times. Same with Intari.
Okay.
You know that there's camels that you can rent or buy. And
Guess
you
we're
know where
assuming
to
that for some reason I don't have camels already because reasons, whatever.
Yeah, they got eaten by a ghoul. They wander too far from the fire.
Does happen. I hate it when that happens.
Oh, poor babies.
Dang.
I was quite devastated, let me tell you. I love those camels like I loved my children, if I had children, which I don't, but...
It's so sad.
You know, at least there are more
I'm so
camels
sorry.
to
I'm
get.
thinking about the camels.
They were beautiful beasts. Many people think camels are stinky, ugly creatures, but they are quite noble.
They are, but in a cute way.
Yes, very loyal.
No, the stinky part.
Oh, well, you know, you get used to it. You will have
What
to
is
become
with you
accustomed to
people
it.
and smells? It's just part of life. Everything makes smells, don't
And
you?
for what it's worth, my nose is about 10,000 times as sensitive as the typical water genasi nose, and I manage with it, so...
Poor thing.
Okay. We will need to acquire several camels. We could acquire a wagon cart, and we could sit in the cart and just have it pulled by camels, or we could each get our own camel for riding. Are you both comfortable
cart.
riding camels?
No, the cart. Mm-mm.
The cart is very cumbersome, and it does make the journey take much longer. But
Yes.
it could come in use when we need to bring back whatever we find in the temple. But then again, we would have to find a way to get the cart across the lake to the crater. I'm not sure if that's...
Yes,
possible?
there are many parts of the desert that are not conducive to using
Well,
a
the
cart.
camels can't swim either.
Well, they can't
Well.
swim, but they can traverse the sand much easier than a cart.
It may also happen that when we find our way across the lake, we have to leave the camels behind. Perhaps we sell the camels to pay for our boat passage.
Oh,
That's true.
whatever you say. I don't know how this works.
Well, in Tari, riding camels, I think, is the most effective way, yes.
Yes, I think so. Not wasting money on a cart and something we might not be able to use anyway.
Very well, then. It is decided. 3 camels we must obtain. Okay. Do I have any, friends in the city who would, rent me or sell me some camels on the cheap?
Yeah, you definitely know the people who work at the stables.
Okay.
And yeah, so the price for renting a camel is going to be about 3 copper pieces per mile.
Oof.
And they
what
travel
about
about 40 miles a day. Whereas the price of a camel.
Where to buy camels?
I have to put 5e after this. Otherwise, we'll get real world camel prices.
Convert from real American dollars into gold pieces.
Yeah, I think it's about $100-ish per gold piece. A camel.
Didn't realize there was an actual conversion
I
rate.
didn't know
I didn't
that
either.
Well, there isn't. That's just when people try to calculate it out.
Got it.
Okay.
So, normal cost would be 50. In the city, it's going to be about 100.
100 gold per camel?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
This 30 gold is not going to get us very far here in the city. I can talk to my contacts and see. Perhaps they will be willing to make a deal with us of some kind for a portion of the profits from our expedition. You know, a little guarantee.
We could try that. Or I mean, there is my tribe as well.
Did you say something about the ripe people?
Yes, the ripe people. You have camels to spare? Your people do?
Yes, I think we could come to an arrangement. We don't necessarily care much about the money. It's more in tasks, you know, favors, things like that. That's
So
more
we would owe your people something.
a favor, yes, perhaps. Sounds much better than 100 gold per camel.
Oh, a favor? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Grant a wish of theirs and...
Yes. Now that is, you know, that is if they like you. You know, if they don't like you, then they might.
What's not to like? I've never had issues with that. Why?
Well, certainly don't speak of ripeness or any of those negative terms that we already spoke of. These are...
So we do not point out the smell.
No,
It's a
certainly
no.
not. Certainly
It's
not.
generally considered quite rude to speak about the scent of other beings.
Oh,
Yes.
well, so sensitive.
Specifically
they
beings
certainly
you do not
live-
know.
Yes.
Oh.
They certainly live very differently than the people of this city. We live off the land, and so things are simpler there, but they're also...
You live off this land?
The desert? Yes. We've learned. It's not an easy life. Not for the
do you
faint of
live?
heart.
How
You know, this seems like a
Do you
discussion that
eat?
we could have while we travel, and maybe you'll learn a little bit about living in the desert
do they
as we
eat
do.
the sand?
No, we do not eat the sand. You will learn as we go. You will learn.
Yes, I'm very curious. Let's go take a look.
Oh, well, it will be more than a look. You will be living it. So, how many days travel
Immersion.
away are your people entirely?
Oh,
By foot?
That's a good question. It's
I
it's
could
not
throw
too far.
a map
Yeah.
of the route in, and you can
Rowrin.
make a plan.
Raurin.
I'm 100% going to say that wrong.
Rowrin.
Times.
Yeah.
Rowrin.
I did.
Rowrin.
Oh my gosh, is that the name of one of the sages from Ocarina of Time?
Oh.
Maybe this area in D&D is like, you can tell where a lot of their inspiration is from. Like the Plains of Purple Dust is just the Dune series.
Oh my gosh, it's Rauru.
Really?
I was
Oh,
close.
Rowrin. Okay. That's close. That's close.
but yeah.
Yeah, so Pescar is really far away, but you know that is like a demon town. Where there's a lot of like mephits and things that come through the abyssal door, which is a door to the... It's a door to the abyss. Yes.
Wait, the abyssal door is the door to the
Yes.
abyss? Sorry, what's the name of the place? Is it on the map here?
Yeah, Pescar, it's at the bottom. Pinging it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, down
But
there.
it's very far away.
Yeah.
And so,
I see
sorry,
that.
that's where Intari's people are from?
Well, no, not necessarily. But it's kind of known as like a demon town.
Demon
Are
Town.
you assuming just because I'm a tiefling? That's right.
Wow, did you
Not
just
to be
assume her
stereotypical.
alignment?
That's very stereotypical. Well, let's say we're kind of like in that direction, but we are nomads, so we don't necessarily like,
Right.
stay in one place for too long. So, how many days journey would you say it was to Pescar?
Well, it's considering that's like 5. It'd be like 5.
5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The numbers on the screen are how many days it takes to travel that stretch of road.
Oh, okay. Super. Right now, my people, they're a bit south of Solonen. We're about a day and a half away. Well, she kind of looks Marin up and down. Maybe 2 days away. Just depending on how quickly we're
Well,
traveling.
that's in the opposite direction.
I suppose, but once we get the camels, then things will go much faster. It's 2 days walking, but less with camels.
Okay. In the hot desert?
2 days in the hot desert is quite survivable on foot, but I would say after that we definitely will want some camels. 2 days, however, to save several hundred gold, probably worthwhile.
Oh, yeah, okay. I already feel dry. My skin.
Well, you do have, protective gear, right? To be in the desert.
Yes, of course, but still.
It is decided. We shall travel to Antari's tribe, where we will make some kind of deal to acquire some camels, and at which point we will travel north to Bright Star Lake to search out this temple.
Alright,
It's
you
a
guys
plan.
leave the bar then?
Yes.
I shake the hill dwarf's hand and I say, "It's a pleasure working with you, sir. And if I may say, I do hope that we meet again, so that I suppose we will when we return. I would like to learn more about your time with my mentor, Moon."
Yes, of course. You can get in contact with me at the Traitors Guild when you get back.
Yes, and sorry, your name again was... I'm so forgetful, I forget these things sometimes.
Yeah, you should have a mind like mine. It is Diamond. My name is Rich Kapidzemna, but my friends, they just call me Rich.
Well then, Rich, I will look for you at the Traders Guild upon our return.
That sounds good. And he smacks you on the back.
Oh, that's a very hearty smack. Thank you, yes. A sign of respect among the hill dwarfs, I understand.
Yeah, he shrugs.
I feel like I'm just a bright light in a world full of assholes.
Poor thing.
Yeah, so you guys leave and enter... Ooh, that was way too loud. Enter the city. Let me describe it for you. Take you over to the city. Okay. So, Solanon is a very interesting city in that it has these central government towers here, and the Royal Tower is by far the biggest building. You can't see any of its facades because the outside of it is covered in water. Water is produced at the top and falls down the sides. As the sun shines off it, rainbows refract into the sky. Some other buildings of note are, you guys just came out of the Tower of Recreation, which is a government building that has gambling, gyms, gymnasiums, those types of things. And you know that these central government buildings, they have many layers, and the uppermost layers are like a whole city unto themselves, but you can't get there unless you are a high enough rank as a trader. So even Dune isn't allowed up there.
But I can get where at least one layer these guys can, right? So like an amber layer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can't make it up to the penthouse suite. No cloud district for me, but I can at least get to the... Yes.
Yes, no cloud district. You never get up to the cloud district.
It's okay, he seems a jerk anyway.
Yeah, other things about the city are that it's filled with hanging gardens. Pretty much anywhere you see a walkway, there's vines coming off of it and fruit being produced, and it's legal for you to just take it and eat it whenever you want. That's free for everyone. Anywhere that you see a blue dome in the city is an indoor greenhouse. And do you have any questions about the city at all before we continue?
I'm gonna presume that Dune is pretty familiar with the city, and so, and even though he grew up here, he doesn't really like being here if he doesn't have to be. He honestly prefers it out in the wild. So, no, I would rather not stay any longer than we have to.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely same for Antari.
Oh, isn't this a beautiful city? Look at the vines as they grow. I never get tired of looking at it.
Yeah, beautiful on the surface, but you'll find there's a rot festering underneath it all once you spend long enough here.
There's a rot?
Well, yes, literal and figurative. There's social rot, you know.
Oh, social rot.
I'll tell you about it on our journey.
These fruits aren't rotten though, right? We can.
No, the fruit are fine to eat, right? The literal rot is in the slums. The fruits are quite delicious.
Ah, okay. But she's gonna start like shoving as many of whatever fruit that she can grab into her bag, just like hoarding and looking around. I mean, it's legal, you know. I guess maybe she would know that, but she's still like taking a lot.
Just still feels wrong.
And can we assume that like we're gonna have rations for our trip, or do we have to go make an explicit stop for that?
No, I'm going to say that Dune knows where to get those, and it's. I'll figure out the cost of that and tell you.
Okay.
But yeah, that's an explicit stop for that. The types of foods that you pull from this vine or from these vines, you get grapes, you get tomatoes, you get cucumbers and loofahs, which you have to eat before they get too ripe, because otherwise they just become a sponge.
Literally. Well, time to leave the wonders of Shootin behind. Let us strike out for the desert.
Good. About time.
I'm looking forward to this.
Okay, you guys leave Solon on foot. This might be the first time you've ever done this, Dune.
Really?
Entering.
Okay.
Like people always use camels, and so
I'm trusting Antari here that we can, in fact, get there in 2 days on foot and we're not going to frickin' die. Oh, one very important thing, though. We should travel by night.
Oh yes, certainly. It's much smarter to travel by night. At least not during the heat of the day.
Absolutely. It was a rule that my mentor, Moon, always adhered to. It's cooler at night, and our tabaxi vision gives us an advantage at night as well.
What time is it? What's the time of day?
it's twilight. The sun is going down.
Oh, how convenient. That is perfect. It's time to start our journey.
Yes, good.
All right. So, I'm going to need, as we travel, I'm going to have us do rotating survival checks to see what happens. So, let's start. We'll go start at the top and go down. So, for this leg of the journey, well, let me describe what you see as you leave. So, as you leave Solinon and exit the south gate, on that road there are many tourists, many people from the countries to the east and west of the Raudrin who have come to look at the temple of Lotet, as well as other ancient ruins that have since been long pilfered and are now government-run sites. And these people look haggard as they come back, very dehydrated, not people made for the desert. And you exit the path and start heading southeast. And Marin, make a survival check.
Okay. How's your survival? I don't know, actually. Okay,
You have a +2 in it, and you're proficient.
You're reasonably wise.
nice.
So,
Okay.
are you proficient in survival?
Or I thought you were. Maybe.
Okay, new character
I'm
sheet.
proficient in survival.
I need to find
makes sense.
where.
That's the bottom of skills.
Oh, it's
Yeah, the
It's right
skills,
here.
right? Yep.
it's on the side. You should. On the other one, it was on a different sheet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Survival. The sun has just gone down, and you hear growling. And that's where we'll end our session.
Oh, no.
Oh wow. I don't have a very good survival check either.
Growling.
Like I've only got +1 to survival, so this is gonna be an interesting 2 days crossing the
I
desert.
have a +5.
Yeah, we're gonna be relying on you.
I mean,
entirely.
obviously, like a +5 can still be a 6, you know, but
Yeah.
it's at least.
I mean, I had +2 and I got a 7, so.
This
Yikes.
story is going to be
Yeah,
so
right.
crazy once this goes off.
Yay.
off the hook.
All hell breaks loose.
Oh my gosh, we're just gonna die just trying to get like out of the city, like getting to Antari's camp, aren't we? Oh man,
That
what a
would be-
cliffhanger!
That would be kind of
Damn
funny.
expensive
We
camels.
spent-
Golly.
spent all
I know
this
they're
time.
so pricey.
Yeah, I should have looked it up beforehand and given you guys more gold.
Yeah, actually, I don't even know how much gold I start with, to be honest.
I've got like 9 gold after giving 1 gold to that lady. So,
Yeah.
Gold is
which
gonna
is
be
not very
important.
much for a trader, but I'm gonna assume I have like investments elsewhere that I'm not touching.
Oh, actually,
Why
I was
do I
thinking
have
like
so
what your
much?
house is, like where you live. What do you think
Yeah.
of this one that I'm pinging?
Okay, let's see.
That one.
Where?
I'm looking at a map of Solana right now.
I see no ping.
Yeah, I see no ping.
I
See no
am
pings.
ping. I am ping.
Weird.
Pinging.
Well, you can show me after. But
Yeah, I'll show you later.
yeah.
Oh, thank you,
Thank you
Coltrane.
guys. Thank you. Thank you to the chat. Hello, by the way. Hello, chat.
Thanks, everyone.
You probably noticed
I
that
can't
like
see you, but
we don't have a whole lot of chat interaction going on right now.
yeah.
And that's A, because it's hard to do while we're role playing, and B, because this is our first time doing this like D&D streaming thing. So we're just gonna have to like
Yeah,
get
extreme
comfortable
live.
with the setup and our characters, and we'll find some kind of comfortable middle ground where we can hopefully pay a little bit of attention to chats. Maybe at certain points, or I don't know about you guys, but maybe we could even pull in some like chat interaction at some point. Like run some polls about what should happen or something like that.
Oh, heck
Like,
yeah.
What do we do next?
Heckin' yeah.
Yeah, I
For
think
sure.
that'd be
That
kind
would
of
be
fun.
fun.
Like, yes, a poll on like, what beast is this?
Yes, exactly. What will they fight next?
Yeah, let's see how
Indeed.
big of bastards chat is to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna try and murder us. You realize that's how people operate.
I mean, of course. That's how it goes.
Oh, Cassie, thank you. Thank you all you guys for being here. It means a lot that you came out here, by the way, for our first session. I know it's been a little rocky getting started, but we're, just figuring out the tech side of thing and finding our characters and all that kind of stuff. But it's been very fun so far. Well done,
Yeah.
DM Kyle, for getting us off the ground.
Yeah, and next episode is going
Yeah,
to
for
be
sure.
longer. And what I'm hoping is that by the time we finish this campaign, is that I'll have like a little campaign book that people can download as like a PDF
Oh, as like a
with everything I've made.
campaign resource kind of thing?
Yeah,
or like
exactly.
Following our story.
More like a campaign resource type thing.
Like
so
the
if they-
maps and
okay.
everything.
Yeah,
That'd be so
no,
cool.
the
That's awesome.
Maps and all that. And
Yeah.
2 of you guys are playing homebrew classes. So Amy is playing a homebrew sorcerer that I made, and then Sage is playing a homebrew version of the ranger class completely.
Called a roaming witch.
Yeah, that's the subclass. So I'll link that in the description so that people can look at those if they are curious.
And I'm just playing a rogue, inquisitive archetype rogue. I saw some people asking in chat what classes we were playing. I don't know if we specifically
yeah.
said necessarily. So
Um,
now you guys know a bit of
Yeah.
homebrew, a bit of official
my
stuff.
homebrew is genie sorcerer.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty much the warlock sorcerer, but transferred over to us, or the warlock genie, but transferred over to a sorcerer.
To a sorcerer, right? That makes sense.
Okay.
So, I believe same great time, same great place next week. Is that the plan?
that works for me.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess for all of you watching at home, Mondays at 7-ish p.m. is going to be our Pacific time, 10 o'clock
Yes.
Eastern, yes,
Yeah.
is going to be our typical start time for this. And yeah, Kyle, you were saying that this is maybe a little shorter than subsequent sessions.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to normally try and go for, what, 2 hours?
Yeah,
Ish.
maybe less, maybe more.
Just depends on the episode.
Yeah,
and
well,
what we get up
two of our peeps live on the East Coast, so we won't go super duper long. Probably not like any 4-hour sessions or 3-hour sessions.
Yeah, that's fair. Zaid says you guys should each make intro ASMR videos of your characters. Are you telling me that I should dress up like
Ooh.
a cat, Zaid?
Yes.
Get
Do the
goat
thing.
ears.
Ooh, I have to get purple skin dye. Okay. Or like the makeup. Okay.
Good night, I'm loud, and thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? That sounds great. I don't know if I'm gonna do an intro video to my character. We'll see. But, and if you guys have any thoughts, you guys being the chat, I need to specify which you guys I mean. If you have thoughts about things, like I saw someone saying that our names under our portraits, like our videos here, are a little small, like hard to read for some people. I don't know if we can bump those up.
Yeah,
and
I
that
can
kind of
fix
stuff.
that. I made the layout at the 11th hour, so.
Okay. Yeah, but if you have any other thoughts about audio or presentation or anything that would make this easier for you or whatever,
Cool. Yeah,
just
that
let
makes
us know.
sense. Let's go.
Also, I just gotta say congratulations to us for like technically figuring out how to do a binaural
It's
live
true.
stream,
You guys-
video conferencing.
Live stream.
Is everybody
some-
at home? All y'all?
great. Watch
are
them
you
be like,
hearing
"What are you
this
talking
in
about,
both ears?
binaural?"
Do you get like the stereo? You get the stereo going on. I sure hope so.
I hope so. That would be funny if we took so long.
Yeah.
It took us a while to figure out how to do stereo audio, video conferencing, and then streaming. People like the background sounds.
Oh, good.
Oh, well,
Must be
this
nice.
stream has been sponsored by the ASMR Nerd's brother, so if we can get an I love you, Chris, you're the best in chat, that would be great.
He is the best. He gave us access to his Sirenscape account, which is what is providing all of these sounds that you guys are hearing. We are not yet hearing those, like us players. We can't hear the sound effects, but we'll figure that out for next time. The music and the sound will come along, but
Wait,
shout out
someone
to
just
Kyle.
said stereo is working. That's not what we
Stereo
want.
is working. And that's right.
No,
No, it is
that's-
stereo.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
Mono.
what. Just we need full
Mono
binaural.
versus
I don't have my ears here. I don't have my 3DO set up, so I could 3DO in the closet. I could hook up, but I will not.
Fancy.
The sound is great. Okay, awesome.
Sweet.
Thank you all for the "You're the Best," Chris. He wasn't able to tune in live to this episode, but when he watches it, he will see this in the chat replay, hopefully, and he will feel loved.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He's gonna see it all of a sudden and be like,
What?
yeah, exactly. So yeah, any other feedback you guys have at watching or whatever, just let us know. You can message me,
Or
I
comment
guess.
or- yeah.
Comment or tweet at us or leave a comment below the video. It's probably the best way to do it, actually. Yeah, just leave a comment down below. And I guess we'll be leaving the archives of these streams up for everyone to watch if they want after the fact or to catch up on the story. That sort of thing.
Yeah, the stream will stay up, and Triconis just made a really good point, Nick, that you don't have cat ears. So,
I think you might have been referring to my comment where I was talking about the binaural ears, but it's true, I'm not wearing cat ears, and that is a severe
my
oversight.
gosh.
I'm so
We
sorry.
have some. I'll send them to you.
It's like I said, Sarah definitely has some cat ears that
Okay.
I will
Okay,
go
good,
for
good,
the next session.
Should I paint myself purple?
I mean, yes.
It sounds like a lot
Get
of
some
work.
little horns going on. And Amy, you're just gonna have to
I'm just gonna dump some water.
somehow make yourself smell like seaweed, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think that went pretty darn good for a first session. I had a lot of fun with that.
yeah, thank you, everyone.
Oh, I was just gonna say also, in case anyone's wondering about like the other role for relaxation campaign, it is still a thing. We've recorded a bunch of episodes. At some point, you will get to hear more of that. This doesn't necessarily mean that that is dead, just in case anyone was worried.
Yeah,
We've
we
got
have
a lot
2
of,
years of episodes
like
recorded.
literally 2 years of episodes recorded, so
Yeah,
we
seriously.
got lots.
It's been a long time.
And Dante Darrington and Estrella and everybody, characters who you have not met yet.
And my
will
character
be.
that we don't know.
They don't know you
Haven't
yet.
even met yet.
They don't know you yet.
Even though we have literally 2 years of
So
Sage's
great.
character.
One day you will get to meet Sage's role for relaxation character in the main campaign.
I can't wait. I keep telling people, like, I'm going to be in it. I'm going to be in it. It's
She's
coming.
so cool. Her character's awesome. I love it. So, you know, these will kind of be running in tandem, I guess. This will be our live stream thing, and the original campaign will be remaining a podcast thing for the foreseeable future. So,
Yeah,
Just
and
wanted to let
I
y'all
may
know.
put the audio from this into podcast form as well.
oh yes, I was gonna ask if we could do that because my brother, he of the Sirenscape, asked us if we could do that because he wants to be able to listen to it. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I will get on that. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming out. You are the best. And
You are
we're
the
probably
first.
gonna go
The
talk about
pounding
Genshin
class.
Impact now.
It's time for your Genshin minute.
Sage and I don't play, so it's just us.
Okay, I'm timing it. Where's my phone?
We'll just start our own live stream where we just talk about Genshin.
Yeah, I just talk
Yeah,
about my
just
opinions on
start a
Genshin.
Genshin
I've
podcast.
actually been playing a new game this week because I knew I needed to like take a break on Genshin so that I could go back with like a fury. But
Wow.
yeah, I'll be
Yikes.
telling you guys about that game
Yeah, I need
and
to
my
know more about
opinions
it.
on it.
You were saying you were looking for more Stardew Valley-like games, and I realized that I kickstarted one a while back that just had a big update. So
Yeah,
I'll tell you about that as well.
You need to. Okay, yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Please do. Please.
All right.
do.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thanks again for being here, guys. We'll see you next week, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for being